Now that your tree is planted, you need to provide care and maintenance to make sure your tree not only survives, but thrives. It'll take your tree about 3 years to fully establish. A catchy way to remember the stages in your tree's establishment is: first year it sleeps, the second year it creeps, and the third year it leaps. You may not see the changes immediately, but they are happening. For care, let's start with water. Water is probably the single most important factor in the success or death of your tree. During the first growing season, watering is not a choice, but a necessity. Provide water to your new tree slowly by a drip method to minimize runoff. This keeps the water in the area most beneficial to the tree roots. During cooler seasons, you should water your newly planted tree at least once a week. In warmer months, water 2 to 3 times a week. Most areas of Texas require using 6 to 8 gallons of water per diameter inch of tree trunk every week. Drier areas need even more water. In more arid regions, calculate about 10 gallons of water per week for each 1 inch of trunk diameter. Your objective is to keep the root ball moist and to supply enough water to wet the surrounding soil. Remember, these formulas are just guidelines. You may have to increase or decrease the amount of water you apply depending on your local climate conditions, the slope, drainage, and soil types. During the first growing season, fertilizer is not needed, as the tree is still in the sleeping stage. That first season, prune only dead or damaged twigs and branches. During the second growing season, determine how much pruning is needed to improve the tree's health and structure. As the tree grows, your circle of mulch should be expanded by 1 to 2 feet per year, up to 8 feet. As you prune, remember, safety first. Never prune trees within 15 feet of power lines or higher than you can reach. Instead, call a professional. You can find a professional at the website for the International Society of Arboriculture. You can find their site at www.isaarbor.com. When pruning small branches, use a quick action close to the trunk using sharp loppers. When you're pruning larger branches, use the 3-step method you see here. Inspect your tree regularly to determine if any pruning is needed. Keep in mind that topping is never acceptable. If it doesn't kill your tree, it will severely damage the structure and stability. To sum up, the most important part of caring for your new tree is a regular watering schedule. Maintaining the mulch circle prevents your tree from competing with other vegetation for water. Fertilizer isn't needed the first season. Prune only dead or dying branches during the first season. Then prune your tree for shape and structure in the second season. And if you need assistance, call a professional. For more information, visit the Texas Forest Service tree planting website at texastreeplanting.tamu.edu.